welcome to the Just for Gamers video game podcast. Episode 136. Only played Skyrim once.
Only once.
In this week's episode, there's a cheeky poll.
It's cheeky.
JfG Ash has all the power. JfG Alex wins the bet. There's a Christmas top 5.
Part 1.
And finally, we talk a bit 4K.
Love it. Hello and welcome to the JfG podcast. This is episode 136. My name is Alex and I'm joined as ever by my very good friend Ash. Hey buddy, I was just doing some vocal stretches, exercises there.
Burping.
You know,
Yeah.
getting in the spirit.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know how you warm up.
Lubricating my vocal cords with beer.
With beer and, you know, maybe some Mark Morrison vocal exercises.
Nice. Love
Once
it.
again. That sort of thing, you know.
Yeah.
So how are you?
As always, buddy, feeling good on a Wednesday, sparkling thoughts. Give me the hope to go on. I'm fucking knackered, mate.
No, tell us all about it.
I am so sleepy.
Okay.
Nah, fuck that. Who cares? Yeah, mate, I'm all good. Games. I love games.
Yeah.
I think, or do I? I don't know. I'm very confused at the moment. I don't know if I like games anymore.
Oh, shit.
I don't know.
I don't really know what to make of that.
I know-
That could affect this show, of
It
course.
could drastically. Obviously, I'm still going to keep playing games, but am I enjoying them at the moment? I just don't know. Like, there's all these games coming out, and I just don't care about them. Like new Mario, I should be like, woo, new Mario. Let's buy a Switch. And I'm like, fuck the Switch.
Well,
Fuck the Switch.
yeah, but fuck the Switch, though.
But then, like, I don't know. It's just, this is a very, very confusing year for me, gaming wise. Normally, I'll be, nobbling everything up left, right, and centre, but just don't care. I just, like, I don't know. Do you think it's like the industry that, like, we're going pretty heavy straight off the bat right now? Do you reckon it's the industry just not producing enough cool shit in layman's terms?
I don't know. I think it's been a pretty good year.
I thought the first half was really good.
Yeah.
But since then, it's just like me.
It's tailing off a little, but there's still some cool shit coming in. And it's, I don't know.
Anyway, let's just rewind a little bit there. Yeah, I'm good, buddy. Feeling good on Wednesday. Yeah, I suppose, of course. I missed something out last week about the holiday chat, buddy.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah. So holiday recap going on here. Went to whilst on the holiday, went to a place called Burton on the Water.
Okay.
This is a lovely little town.
Was it?
Yeah, it was actually. It was really nice.
Was it on the water though?
There was a stream going through it. I saw a car go through the stream. It was crazy. There was literally a road that just went through the water. I'm like, what is this about? Crazy town.
That's nuts.
The biggest news though about this place is it's like the home of Brum. Did you remember Brum?
I do. Oh, well, I mean, who doesn't?
Exactly, the TV
Everyone
show.
outside of this country, I'd imagine, but no, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, obviously.
I certainly fucking do, buddy.
Fucking-
Cheeky little yellow car.
He was there. I saw him.
You saw actual Brum.
I saw actual Brum in the Cotswold Motoring Museum, something like that. I don't know what it was.
Did you get an autograph?
I tried. He just stood there looking
Stares
at me.
people out. He's very rude in
He
person.
is very rude.
Yeah.
But like that wasn't even like the best thing about Burton on the Water. Within Burton on the Water, there is a model village of Burton on the Water. And I was like, Inception level 1 achieved.
Level 1 down.
Then, within the model village,
Oh.
there is a model village of the model village.
Bob.
And within that model village...
Oh, come on now.
There is an even smaller model village of the model village within the model village.
Holy shit.
I swear you not. And the thing is, I went to this the model village before going around boating on the water. It was great. When I was walking around the town, I was like, I know where I am right now. There's the Chinese, just like the model village.
Yeah, because you've got like some sort of savant Rain Man brain for for racing tracks, and obviously that extends to villages as well.
Model villages, but it was some fucking weird Inception shit, that mate. I was looking at it, just going like, "What is this?" I might have to put the picture on YouTube. Do it on Twitter or something. I'll find it, and the picture of the model village within the model village in a model village.
What a highlight, buddy. I'm glad you brought that to our attention.
I know. One other thing, I saw a Dalek as well, original Dalek.
Did you get his autograph?
No, he was in a box, a telephone box, like Doctor Who. I mean,
fucked it.
I don't really see the reference there. But, you know, hey-ho.
I don't remember the episode of Broom where he confronted the Daleks.
Yeah, they were going to have a fight. Or a race, one or two.
A race? Yeah.
I think that would have been better.
I think so.
Who's going to win?
Wacky races, Broom versus the Daleks.
Let's put a poll on Twitter.
Who would win?
Who wins in a race, Brum or a Dalek?
Okay.
Okay, we'll do that.
I'm on it.
By the end of the show, we'll have countless replies.
Agreed.
From that tweet, I feel.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Brilliant. So yeah, Cotswolds Motoring Museum. Yeah, it was fine. Fireworks happened on Saturday night, actually Sunday night was bonfire night, Guy Fawkes night. Is that the term for it? Is there a special term?
It's bonfire night.
Bonfire night, yeah. Firework night, bonfire night.
Fireworks night you could have.
Yeah.
Gunpowder, treason, and plot.
Plot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any more words to that rhyme?
There's some stuff at the beginning, but I can't recall, buddy.
We got the end. That's the best part. You know,
yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Fireworks. Fucking loads of them. But my two daughters are 1 and 4. Nailed it. And they don't like the bang, Daddy. So I had to sit in the conservatory with them while my wife continued to get shit hammered at the party, which was fun for me on Sunday because she was really hungover.
Well, fair enough.
Well, you know,
good lord,
that will happen. And also, fucking game night got ruined for me this week by stupid kids. I mean, it hasn't been a good week for me, to be honest. You know, just saying. And finally, buddy, I want to buy the Horizon DLC. Pretty bad now.
Oh, that's a shift in tone.
Yeah, I know, that's a ending on a high note.
Are you going to play it, though?
Yes, because I'll talk about Destiny 2 later.
Okay, I'm sure.
Yeah, I will. Don't you worry. So yeah, buddy, it's been a confusing, tiring week for me. I'm sure people loved hearing about all of that, especially the Brum versus Dalek race, which I can't wait to hear the results.
Yeah, that poll's now live on our Twitter feed there, buddy.
Everyone
obviously
get involved. You know, the hundreds of people listening to this live.
Yeah, hashtag Brum, hashtag Dalek, hashtag JfG, hashtag podcast, hashtag livestream, hashtag Brum versus Dalek.
Nice.
Tweet.
There we go. Cool. Game on.
Yep.
Right, buddy.
23 hours and 59 minutes left to vote in that poll, but actually, it'll probably be over within an hour and a half.
I reckon so.
We'll see how we go.
We'll just forget about it.
Yeah. Well, I'll leave the page open because you're right. That is a distinct possibility. That could happen.
So, buddy, what have you been up to? Anything more interesting than me? I bet yes.
I don't know. I'll let you decide. Specifically you. I don't care what the rest of them think.
Cool.
So yeah, I have been down to Brighton town, buddy, to see old friend of the podcast, Paul, and his missus.
Nice.
And you'll remember back from the celebrity bingo. We won top prize that night, buddy.
You did win top prize,
We won
buddy.
some bits and bobs. Well, this was prize weekend, buddy, where we cashed in all our tokens.
Nice.
Painted the town red or blue or green or whatever you fucking fancied, frankly, buddy. So that's what we did. Oh, so yeah, we had various different things to enjoy ourselves with. We had a trip up the I-360,
Nice.
which I'll talk about in a moment. This is the pre-trailer to my trailer of my trip to Brighton, at which point I'll talk about Brighton, okay, buddy? So,
okay. I'm looking forward to Brighton.
With my pre-trailer is I'm just going to exclaim bullet points of what I'm about to say.
With what you're going to do, and then, I'll probably be bored after that.
This is what I did. Jazz brunch.
Jazz brunch. Oh, should I do it in like an echo, like me trailing you as well?
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool,
Okay.
go.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Jazz brunch.
Jazz brunch.
I-360.
I-360.
Fireworks on a hill.
Fireworks on a hill.
Winter barbecue.
Winter barbecue.
Scrabble in a pub.
Scrabble in a pub.
A cuddly toy.
And what's the main prize? Is it a speedboat?
It's a speedboat, buddy. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. That's what you could have won.
What I could have won.
We could have won. There it was. So yeah, we went down. We had a barbecue on the Saturday night, buddy. It was cold. We didn't care. It was dark.
Technically, it's autumn.
We didn't care.
It's not winter.
It's. I'm going to go ahead and say it is winter.
It's autumn.
believe it.
Technologically speaking.
Technologically, yeah.
Philosophical.
Philosophically, it's definitely autumn. Yeah, and it's never fall.
No,
It's never fall.
never. Why would it be?
Yeah, so we had a barbecue. That was sweet as the punch. I enjoyed that. 'Tis the season, buddy.
Oh,
'Tis
definitely.
the season to barbecue.
Did it go well? I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you've got a barbecue and air, then you can't go wrong. Whatever the season,
you're fine.
really.
Yeah,
You're fine.
That's true.
It was all good.
It didn't
so, yeah,
rain.
that was. No, it was dry,
There you
and
go.
they live high on a hill, so
No chance of flooding.
no chance of flooding. And we could
I'm
look, we
guessing
could look
that's where
down
you
the
were
hill.
going with that.
No. All the water ran away, buddy, and they became a beach resort. So barbecue was the thing to do. There it was. Yeah. No, this isn't Noah.
Oh dear. Yeah.
so, yeah.
Continue, please.
Had some burgers, had some sausages. It was cheeky, and then got a bit pissed up and went up to the very top of the tallest hill in Brighton, buddy, so we could look over the whole city and see everyone else's fireworks displays.
Oh, beautiful.
Quids in.
Nice.
Quids in.
That's
right
a cheap
there.
way to do firework night.
It was cool.
Whatever.
Yep. It was obviously at that point we were really high up on a hill. It was a little bit remote, so we walked down to the only pub within walking distance, which was a strange and terrifying shithole.
Nice.
Um,
They're the best.
I got some beer, and it tasted like fairy liquid. And I said to the woman, I think this beer might taste like fairy liquid. She was like, I don't think so. I was like, did you
I drink lots of fairy liquid. I should know.
Do you want some of this? Do you want some of this, or do you want to just maybe give me a different
Were you
one?
waving your fist when you said, do you want some of this?
It was a bad pub. She
Yeah.
decanted my fairy liquid beer into another glass.
Oh,
I was
really?
like, yeah, and I was like, I don't think that's going to do it, love.
No.
Because
Can I get a fresh one?
there's been some liquefying
it's
sort of...
Cross-contamination there,
Just
mate.
don't be a fucking bellend, probably.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
no. Other than that, we played Scrabble. Not a game that I particularly enjoy, but it was there, and so we played, buddy. And
See, I play Scrabble like a boss. I'm all about... Forget about the letters, mate. It's all about the numbers. That's all you just got to go for.
well, also you habitually make up words,
Well,
which could probably
I mean,
point score very highly.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
So it's worth noting. So yeah,
It's
we
not
did that.
cheating, though.
Oh god, no.
No.
And then the next day, buddy, jazz brunch. We went to
Jazz
jazz brunch at the Hilton
So,
on the seafront.
what occurs at the jazz brunch?
There is a brunch
Yeah.
and there is jazz.
And jazz.
Yep.
What kind
There's
of
little-
people go to this jazz brunch?
People staying in the Hilton.
Okay, yeah.
like retirees.
Were there
I don't
any
know.
people with like monocles or something like? I don't know.
No,
it would be cool cats, wouldn't it? It wouldn't be the upper echelon of people, would it?
I don't know if it was not posh.
Yeah.
Or if I have moved to one of the most affluent towns in the United Kingdom and have become like a snobby twat.
I like it. Yeah,
but
we'll go
it
with
certainly
that.
wasn't fucking posh as far as I was concerned. And the staff were trying it on. They were trying the posh shit on.
Yeah.
And I was having none of that, buddy.
Nah.
So,
You can see past that facade.
it was a buffet. It was a carvery, and there was a salad bar and a soup area and dessert bit and everything, and you could just go up and as much as you want, and you know then that it's not a posh do if you can. If it's all you can eat,
exactly,
you are not at a posh do. But it was good. It was nice. We had some good food. Apart from the dessert, and bearing in mind we weren't paying for this, we won this like a meal for four kind of thing.
Yeah.
Nice jazz, nice food. Then it came to the desserts, went up there, and they had 3 or 4 different cakes and a selection of like fruit salady stuff and a bit of cheesecake. And I was like, well, I'm not hugely in the mood for a dessert, but I suppose I'll have something. And I reached to pick up a bit of chocolate cake, and like 100 flies came off this dessert thing. Like loads of fruit flies all over it.
That's horrible.
It's fucking rank, and I put my plate back down, and I walked back to the table and sat down. And other people went up, and other people were eating that shit, man. Like they were waving the flies away for their. Like, how much do you need a piece of fucking chocolate fudge to knowingly bat a load of flies off it and then stick it down your gob? That might well be what's wrong with the world today, buddy. I'm just saying. Pound sign. So yeah,
pound sign.
Obviously that would have been an utter abomination had I paid any money for it.
Obviously, yeah.
As it was, I had and by the way, all of the main course, like roast potatoes and the gammon and everything, was all covered and fly free.
Good.
And quite tasty in that sort of, this is a buffet, these potatoes have been sitting here for 3 hours and they're still warm and nice in the middle, but they are rock hard on the outside.
Oh, yeah, nice.
So there's that. So yeah, that was that. Then we went up the I-360, and that is a giant pole with basically a glass donut round it, and it goes up to like 400 feet.
Yeah.
And then just sits there and you know. So again, I didn't pay for this. It's like 16 quid to go up there
for
15, 20 minutes, which is unbelievable. And obviously I'd never do it if it wasn't free, but it was. Many things that I noticed that were wrong with this. Firstly, it's run by British Airways, and they're all dressed up in the fucking British Airways like you're in an airport.
Really?
And that is embarrassing. And they're trying to be like they're in an airport, and you just sort of, I'm just like, they're like, you really need to be at the gate 20 minutes before your trip. And I'm like, we're going up a fucking pole, love, you know?
Are you ready for takeoff?
We're just going up a pole.
Did they go through the pre-flight checks and everything?
There were announcements. They also insisted on taking our photos, and we just, like, wouldn't play ball at all.
You should have just fucking flipped him the bird, as they did. Be like, fuck you.
They took them, and then we stole one. So fuck you, British Airways. But the two things that were most wrong with this, other than the fact that it was amazing, obviously. 400 feet above Brighton, it was like fantastic, and we were up there at like sunset, so it was cool.
Oh, nice.
Firstly, the glass on the outside of this thing is like a sort of wavy perspex. It's obviously got to be really thick for many reasons.
Yeah,
mainly but safety. It's not a perfect like orb.
Oh, okay.
And so it kind of waves and shimmers, and you can't
like inflatable,
get a perfect view.
Plainly in two-band.
Absolutely, buddy, just like that. You can't get a proper view, and you can't take any photos because it all just comes out as if you're like, having some sort of aneurysm or something.
Shoes.
And then on top of that, they've got their stupid British Airways bright blue light round the inside of the thing, and it's like if you've got a light on in a building and you look outside, you can't see very well.
Yeah.
So this blue light shining on this perspex wavy fucking glass, and then this dude keep making announcements saying, "Come and get a drink at the bar if you want to pay fucking 12 quid for a glass of wine." I'm like, what is this, you utter fucking bellends? But it was free, buddy, and I had a lovely time.
Yeah, buddy.
So
Those
yeah,
are the freebies.
that was it basically. That was prize weekend.
Nice.
It sounds like I had quite a shit time. Actually, it was really fun. And being with friend of the podcast, Paul and his missus, everything's just funny. Like, there's no way we can have a bad time because we just rip the fucking piss out of everything.
Obviously.
If everything was
as is
perfect,
tradition.
we'd probably be disappointed, to be honest.
Well,
So-
you've always got to find something to mock.
Yeah. Other than that, buddy, the only other thing of note I've done this week is make a pizza from scratch.
Oh, lovely.
I've never
How
done
did that go?
before.
Entire base and everything from...
Yeah, full on, buddy. I got the old the
of
hard
kneading.
white flour. I got the fast acting yeast. Made a well in the middle, buddy. Poured the water in. Really sort of mixed all that together. Laid
Worked
it out
it.
on a well floured worktop.
Nice.
Kneaded fuck out of it for about 5 or 6 minutes, and left it to proof in a cling filmed bowl.
Nice.
Made all that shit, buddy. Made a lovely margarita, and I have to say that was the best pizza I have ever made. So there we are.
That makes sense. Did you put anything in your crust? Did you put sausage in there?
I didn't put anything
feel
in the
like
crust. That's a bit next level for your first,
maybe
for
next
Babby's
time.
first pizza, buddy. But I think I'm only maybe 3 or 4 more
Should put a
pizzas
bit
away
of,
from
like, Savaloy.
Savlon, yeah.
Savlon? Okay.
Savlon.
I said Savaloy, but
Yeah.
it's a type of sausage.
We'll go with your one.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm maybe 3 or 4 pizzas away from being able to open my own restaurant now. So
Yeah, mate, do it.
you can look forward to that, buddy. Finally get out my fucking job. So yeah,
Well, maybe. Who knows?
that's me, buddy.
Nice, but well, I forgot to mention something. I did something a bit stupid this week.
Well, go on.
I shaved my head, one, because I'm going a little bit bald, and also it's cheaper than going to the hairdressers.
Sure is, buddy.
I got some clippers. Tuesday night, the kids were being shitbags as always. I was a bit run down, and I go to shave my head. I'm like, I really need to do it because I hadn't done it for like a week or so. I start shaving. First line down, I'm like, shit, I haven't put the fucking guard on. So that was fun. So I'm like proper bald right now.
But pure bald.
Like pure bald. I got about 2 days growth at the moment. It's a bit woo. It was yeah. So I was just like, fuck it. I won't be doing that again unless I forget. But yeah. Just forgot to put the guard on, mate. Yeah. Can happen.
Shit the bed. That's something.
Oh. It'll grow back, won't it? Maybe. Who knows?
It certainly will, buddy. It certainly will.
Yeah. So yeah, that's another part of my stupid week. Enjoy.
Fucking sweet as the punch, buddy. Well, I suppose we'll head in and talk about some video games. I'll tell you, actually, that's the topic this week is video games.
Yes.
So
Gets
that's
in.
serendipitous, of course. And I suppose finally, though, buddy, what are you drinking this evening?
Oh, I'm on the Peroni tonight, buddy.
Oh, very nice.
I'll tell you what, I don't like 330 bottles anymore. I need my 500 mils.
330s are pointless, buddy. It's like a thimble.
What is it? I'm like, well, I need 2 of these to like fill my pint glass. What is this? Stupid.
It's not cricket, is it?
But yeah, Peroni, nice. It was on sale, I think. Like, it was in a clearance section. It was like 18 of them for a 10. I was like, I'll have that.
That's beautiful.
That sounds like a bargain. So it also begs the question, what are you drinking tonight, buddy?
I'm on the Stella, but I've also had a glass of wine.
Oh.
So, yeah.
What's the rhyme? Beer before wine and you're fine. Wine before beer. You're queer? Something like that, I don't know.
I think that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously I'm in a tight spot at this point, but what can you do, buddy? I had some pork medallions in a
nice
white masala sauce this evening.
Wow,
and,
you know.
I had to buy some wine for that, and
When
then
in
thought,
Rome.
fucking, yep, you know,
Indeed.
what can you do?
Nice, buddy.
So yeah, that'll do us. I think we'll head into our next section, and just a quick update on the poll, buddy. Currently, it's a tie.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's a close one.
It's a close one. Let's talk about what we've been playing. Do you want to kick things off, B? Get the ball rolling as
Destiny 2.
such. Oh, here he is.
Yeah, I'm still playing it. Update. I've got my Titan and Warlock up to 305 now. Max power level. Max power is there.
Max power, lovely.
So I decided to smash on with the hunter, and I've already gotten up to like 300 in a week. So yeah, that's been fun. Enjoying the hunter. He's a bit speedy. He's a whip hit, I would say. Different
Cheeky
game
whip hit.
style. Yeah, it's been good. Also in Destiny 2 this week is the new faction rally. It's kicked off again. They've done some updates and changes to how that works, how you get your tokens. They fucked it on the first day, where you could complete a lost sector, collect your 3 tokens out of the chest, leave the area, and just come in the back door and just keep picking up tokens over and over again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I did that for half an hour. That was fun. Got some
Nice.
tokens, yeah. The main reason I did this, because in the first faction rally, I had about 250 of these tokens stashed away. I was like, sweet. I'm not up to level 300 right now. I was like 270 or something like that. I'll wait till the next one. Then I'll cash in, get me some like decent loot. Yeah, no. Fucking gone, mate.
Well, they've taken your old tokens away.
My old tokens, all gone. I was like, what is this?
They don't carry over into the next. That's not very good.
Well, I know. So, just to let any
Sorry,
any
that
people
wasn't
that
very helpful of me.
Well, no, but that's what I thought. So, if any PC players or anyone's playing this week and like doing the faction rallies, getting your tokens, cash them in by I think the reset's on Tuesday. So, cash them in on Monday. Get rid. Don't try and carry them over like I did, because they won't.
That's some bullshit, buddy.
I know, right? But hey, I fucked them by. Well, actually, I did fuck them, but it took me a good half an hour to get 200 tokens. I was like, fuck it.
So you sort of broke even in the end.
Yeah, kind of thing. So
it's not too bad then.
No, fucking Destiny 2, mate. It's a great game. So I've been playing that a lot again. 150 hours now. Doing good.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, right? Stupid,
mate. Whatever wiggles your stick. As
well,
they say.
I think we're hitting me and my close dad friends now. I've got a nice little group, and I think we're hitting up the raid this weekend on Sunday. So I'm looking forward to that.
Nice.
So I might have some info on that next week. Who knows?
Is that a new one?
No, it's still the same raid, but I just haven't got round to doing it because, like, I wanted to get all my characters up to max power level, buddy. And
fair play.
Yeah, buddy, it's been good fun. And doing all like the nightfalls and the prestige nightfalls and things like that. I've still been able to find like challenges within that game that have keep me like going. But like I was saying earlier, I want to get the Horizon DLC because I think it's gonna taper off like until the DLC. So like I'll have a couple of weeks where I won't be playing it every day. So I think I'd like to get into the Horizon DLC. It's cool.
I'm happy with that, and
Cool.
the missus was a massive fan of that game as well.
Yeah, seriously, like it's so good. And I was talking to
the best game.
Some dad friends about it, and they were like, "Yeah, like, fucking game of the year so far."
It is, yeah,
definitely.
It's a beautiful thing.
So yeah, that's about me, buddy. We've played some games together, but as always, we'll keep them to the end. So I see you've been playing some games as well. Would you like to chat about them, buddy?
They're fucking damn right, buddy. I thought you'd never ask, and I'm delighted that you did. It's a little weird collection. Obviously, a couple of things I normally play as well. I'm just not going to talk about them because, Bound.
Cool.
I'll start with Bound.
Okay, so this is the PS Plus game, or one of the...
It is also worth noting that I was wrong about what Worms Battlegrounds was. It's the one we already own.
We already have that, so that was great.
Which makes PS Plus look a bit shite this year.
Well, really shite this season, this month.
This month.
Yeah.
And this year, fuck it. But, Bound. I played the demo of Bound.
Yes, I remember you saying it's the Dancy Prancy game.
She's fannying about all over the place, buddy. Is it
compared to Journey, those kind of games, or is it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Abzu, that's the other one.
It's not as polished necessarily.
Okay.
But it's got some I mean, really, you're playing for the art here and the way the world moves.
Yeah.
You're kind of in this sort of weird dream world made of sort of cubes, and the whole thing's just moving all the time. It's quite incredible the way that the world moves around you. Some really neat touches, like if you walk up to a wall and you've got a wall between you and your character, then it just sort of peels away in a sort of polygonal kind of fashion, and you can see through it. Just incredible colours. You sort of fend off enemies by dancing. You just hold the right trigger down, and you can kind of do all of this sort of. Yes, it's kind of a mixture. I'm not really an expert, but there's certainly some ballet in there, but there's also some modern dance in there as well, and some
gymnastics.
Well, just I don't really know. It's a mixture.
It got like the traily fucking thing that they do in gymnastics?
She's got those as well, yeah. And then there's also hints of the whole when they go up the ribbons and that sort of thing. It's got a mixture of all of that sort of stuff in there. It's also got an external environment to that as well, as in like the real world. And also these sort of notebook scenes and cutscenes. It's very interesting. The music's lovely, the art style's lovely, and it controls well. I don't think there's a lot to it, and I don't think it's very long either. I would imagine I'm probably well over halfway through the thing, and I've only sat down for one session with it, but it's just nice. It's very different. I think comparisons with games like Journey is fair, absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like it. I don't think it's going to be something that is going to stick with me. I don't think it's going to be especially memorable.
Yeah.
But it's a lovely little game to play through, and obviously we got it as part of our subscription anyway, so I would highly recommend just sitting down for a couple of hours and giving it a go. It's even if you treat it like a bit of a palate cleanser from other things that you normally play, just because it doesn't really compare to them. It's a bit different.
Nice. So. Yeah, it's like one of those things you have before your meals, the fucking shots and whatever to cleanse your palate or whatever.
Yeah, cleanse your palate with a bit of fannying about through some sort of weird cube world, and then go back to whatever go about your daily business.
Go back to COD and kill.
Go back to COD. yeah. So speaking of PS Plus games, I finally got around to firing up one of last month's PS Plus titles, and that's the
scary game.
It's Amnesia, and I think it's called The Collection, but that's 3 different games. And the first one, the original, is The Dark Descent, which I fired up and had forgotten that I'd seen someone play like a walkthrough of the first sort of hour of this game many years ago.
Yeah.
As such, I found it very boring. Also, it's dreadful looking because it's very old. And in the end, I found far more enjoyment turning on the commentary.
Okay.
Because it's a collection.
Yeah.
There's a full blown like audio commentary thing that you can turn on where it's got the sort of floating speakers and you can wander up to them in the level, and then various members of the team will tell you about the way that they designed the world.
Yeah.
And obviously that takes you completely out of the experience of supposed to be like heavily engaged in this world and kind of scared, stroke cautious, stroke, just getting into it. But I just don't think I can. It's too dated. I hate the way it controls.
Yeah.
I very quickly realised this is not a game that I'm going to be playing through. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously the other 2 games are newer.
Yeah.
Is it something for pigs? Amnesia.
Pig fucker.
A Machine for Pigs.
Ah, close.
That was a 2013 release, and perhaps I might have a bit more joy there.
Wow, yeah, definitely, buddy. Give it a go. Let us know.
Worth a try. So, yeah, but no, I don't think so on Dark Descent. Just a bit too past it, a bit too clunky and old. So, yeah. And when you've got no nostalgia for something like that...
Yeah, exactly. You're not going to play through it because, like you say, you just couldn't give a fuck about it.
Gibbons, buddy.
in a way.
So yeah, worth a try though. You might like it. You never know.
Yeah.
Elsewhere, Pez. I won't talk about Pez other than the fact that I've obviously been playing Pez. Played a lot of it up in Brighton when the assorted women fell asleep.
Nice.
So
Standard.
We got some good gaming in there. Bit of an old school brush. Bit of Project Cars 2, both solo and with the Funk on game night. That was pretty special. So we got a good sort of hour of that in, and that's just such a cool game. Like, I've been really enjoying dipping into GT over the last few weeks, but it really feels like the daddy, like Project Cars. It just feels like GT's like your little fun sort of racing game, and this thing's the proper bread and butter.
It's the proper sim racing game that I would prefer to race in than I think the arcade one for some reason these days now. I know that I keep saying that I want an arcade racer, but I don't know, GT Sport isn't, because I played a bit on the controller actually this week, and it was okay. I enjoyed it and stuff, but it's not quite what I'm after anymore, I think.
Once you play on that wheel as well,
well, there is that. But
it's tough, isn't it?
But yeah, no, Project Cars. I've enjoyed the first one a hell of a lot, and I haven't really had enough of a chance to get stuck in on this one because for some reason the old Octopizzle he's getting on earlier these days. So by the time he's on, I get on as well, and then it's time for F1.
Yeah, I think our best
Project Cars 2 action.
I think our best shout is for it to drop into some sort of cheeky sale, and I'm sure it will.
Gibbons.
It's a fantastic racing game. It's the weight of the cars is the thing that
definitely
just feels so cool.
It's always been the best.
Yeah, it has. It's excellent. Absolutely brilliant game.
Gibbons.
So yeah, that's me, buddy. The only other things that I have played are things that you have also played. So let's talk about Ghost Recon Wild Pants Ghost War, which you rejoined the party after your holiday this week,
I
buddy.
did indeed, buddy. And went as the Ranger, I think?
Yeah.
And we went for a two-prong attack defense kind of approach. We had me and the Octopizzle as ranged, him as the sniper and me as the ranger, and you and the Funk as just like kamikaze motherfuckers.
Yeah, we were the retards, piling in, and we had a hell of a lot of joy. Yeah, we really
did, and it was lots of fun. Really, really enjoyed that game, and especially now that obviously like Funk and PJ have put in like quite a lot of hours into that, more than me anyway, definitely. And like they have valid tactics to that game on like where to go and what to do. So I'm just like, they're just shouting out what to do, and I'm like, yes, off I go.
Off I go then.
Yeah, kind of thing.
Absolutely.
But that definitely really helped. It was cool. It's really, really good.
It's just when it's all working well, then it's something quite special, that game.
Yeah.
And yeah, like it was nice that we had such a good session of it, because I know last time you played with us, it was bad. We didn't have a very good time at all.
Reasonably bad, yeah.
It was nice. It was nice to have a proper thing. There is actually a question from Funk that I'm going to yank out of Fuckwit Corner, because we're talking about Wild Pants now anyway.
Cool.
There was a big old 10 gig update this week, and he just wondered what was actually in that.
Yeah.
So I was reading
what
through.
Would be in that?
I was reading through the update, and I've got it here somewhere. One moment. Here we go. It's happening. It's happening. Okay. They've fixed that progression thing that they were talking about before, where they wanted to make it easier. Added a way to go to the store straight from the Ghost War menu. I don't know why that matters at all. Here's the bread and butter, though. PvP fixes. Fixed an issue where the character becomes stuck in a knockout animation loop when knocked out immediately after getting healed. Fixed an issue where the frame rate would drop when scrolling through the tutorial videos. Fixed an issue where the character's weapons were bouncing left to right on the endgame cinematic. Fixed an issue where the trainee perk would not award the correct amount of XP.
Oh, wow. Jesus.
An issue where some actions were incorrectly mapped in the control scheme pictures in the options menu. Quick play match shows the score from a previous match. That's gone now. There's some real fucking QA concerns here, but you know,
and they had like a whole beta and everything with this, and it's just like, yeah, nah, fuck it, just chuck it out.
Fixed an issue with misleading HUD prompts for several weapons during aim down sights.
Misleading.
An issue where the paint presets for weapons did not update correctly. An issue where the HUD prompts to the class special ability were still being displayed while swimming. Fixed an issue where the weapon reticule would not display on the HUD after being flashed. Weapons can now be customized directly from the loadout menu as opposed to the edit appearance menu page. Store entry option has been added to the PvP main menu. Fixed an issue where players wouldn't receive XP after finishing a game. And then there's
quite a lot of issues.
Quite important. And then there's some campaign-specific ones we don't care about, PC-specific ones, which are basically stupid little bugs they didn't iron out in the first place.
Yeah.
And finally, PS4-specific fixed an issue where pressing the triangle button to take a screenshot would also change the weapon in-game. So there you
Classic.
go.
Well done.
Lots of little fixes for little bugs and glitches that you may or may not have noticed. But
nice.
It's a good game. This not the main game. Fuck that.
No,
but this little add-on that was an afterthought is actually a good game.
Yeah, they've done good.
Gibbons, buddy. So finally, I have been playing quite a lot of Overcooked.
How's that going, buddy?
My feelings on this game...
Are you shouting at your missus?
No, not really. Mainly at the game.
Do your job!
We're a well-oiled machine, buddy. We're a unit, you know. The issues that we have tend to be with the fucking controls and the... Just... It's all game stuff that fucks me off about this thing.
Okay.
And then beyond that, I'm not entirely sure it's actually fun at all. And that was my original concern when I played it at Res. But man, I'm fucking sick of misclicking and picking up the wrong thing, putting down the wrong thing.
Oh, the aiming and stuff like that.
The aiming is really, really annoying. We do a lot of putting stuff on the floor in certain levels because it's a must for speed.
Yeah.
And if you put something on the floor, it's doubly difficult to pick it up. Things stacking on top of each other, picking up the wrong thing. Man, it's so frustrating. And it would be normally in a game like this, it wouldn't be frustrating, but this is all about speed. And if you lose 5 seconds, it could be the difference between 2 and 3 stars. So annoying.
See, I'm not really worried about the stars. At the moment, obviously, with the kids, it's more about just getting that 1 star and getting through it.
He's making it through, yeah.
We've just hit onto like the second tier of things, like where there's a moving truck or something. I think it was.
Yeah, that's the one with the floor. It's really important to put stuff on the deck.
Yeah, mate, that I can't pull the team through it on my own. I need some coordination.
Yeah, it's tough
with the kids, and it's just not there yet. It is difficult. I'm still enjoying it though, and they're fucking loving it. It's funny. And
no, you're
that's
coming
the
at it
thing.
from
They just enjoy it in not a game sense that we would be like, right, we need to get this fucking nailed down. They're like, this is really funny because it's stupid.
Yeah, it's very charming, and it's I do like the art style and the concepts and everything. But yeah, we're obviously adults, so
game mechanically wise, poor.
Mechanically, there are real frustrations. We've 3-starred the whole of the first tier, half of the second tier. Some really nice level design. I like the truck one; it's cool. The one where there's only room for one person all the way around, so you've basically got to move clockwise. You just have to keep lapping the kitchen if there's 2 of you because you can't get past each other, and you get into a real groove with that. It's a lovely game, but man, it's frustrating at times. But we've played a fuck ton of it, and she really. The other thing I really don't like is the way that it plays in one player. Again, this probably isn't something that would be a concern for you, but she quite likes it. Basically, you've still got 2 people, but you use the bumpers to change between them. So you'll set one off chopping and then switch to the other one.
And get them doing something, then switch back and move something, and then switch to the other one. Oh, that's kind of kind of cool. I never thought of. I haven't played, but that's kind of an interesting way of doing it.
It's an elegant solution to it, absolutely. But again, it's very stressful and not necessarily that much fun.
Indeed, it is, buddy. Or try playing it with a 4-year-old and a 7-year-old.
I can imagine that might be quite trying.
You would be having a whale of a good time.
Good, buddy. Yeah, no, good game with its problems, but depends where you're coming at it from, to be honest.
Indeed, definitely.
Yeah, solid purchase, especially with those add-ons that I'm sure we will get to as well.
Kiki's season pass, or whatever it was. Nice, yeah. I think it's a cracking game if you do couch co-op with your missus or your buddies or whatever, and it's in the sale. Pretty much, because that'll go in the sale for like £4, and it's worth £4, I'd say.
Definitely worth picking up for. Yeah, I'd say it's anything under a tenner, and you're probably gravy.
Yeah.
Nice, cool. Well, that's me, buddy. So if there's unless you've got anything else,
no, buddy, I am done with gaming for life.
Sweet, buddy. Well, let's move on. And now it's time for the news. The news. It's a quick update, buddy, on the old poll.
Yeah, go on.
It's currently all square.
Oh, I can't believe it's just even Stevens all the way.
I know.
Hundreds of people voting. It's split straight down the middle.
Who could have imagined? Yeah. Number one.
Number Wang.
EA lootbox simulators. That's what I'm calling any game published by Electronic Arts at this point, buddy.
That Anthem's done by EA, isn't it?
It's BioWare, isn't it? So you would hope, because it's main BioWare, they got enough punch to stand up to them. But then you look at Bungie as well. I mean, I think if you consider how badly things are going in the industry at the moment, in terms of the way that every single facet of every single game is being infected with these problems, you could argue in favour of Bungie in that they've managed to keep that shit to a minimum when they've got Activision publishing them. Well,
what was it? Take-Two. They do GTA, isn't it? Is it Take-Two? They came out and said that half of their income is from microtransactions now. I was like, wow. So you've doubled your profits with these fucking things.
Yeah.
Great.
Man.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. We got a few different games to give a fucking kicking to this week, but we'll start things off with upcoming EA Lootbox Simulator Star Wars Battlefront 2, buddy.
Looking forward to that.
Maybe not. A lot of people incredibly angry with the beta for this, and that's because it was monetized horrifically and looked like it was going to be an appalling shit show for the consumer, riddled with microtransactions and a lack of any progression. For example, you can't get any new guns unless you get them in a loot box.
Yay, loot box.
Yeah, everyone loves that, no matter how much XP you earn or how much you upgrade. No, mate. Yay. Anyway, EA DICE, or representatives from, did an interview with Angry Joe this week. This is also an example of where we are, in that I quite like some of Angry Joe's content.
Indeed.
But he is some fucking dude from the States sitting in his house and ranting about video games with a YouTube following. It's very similar, apart from our respective audience sizes, to EA DICE contacting us for an interview.
Indeed it is. Because I'm not a professional.
And that's confusing, because it's not like all games publications have closed their doors.
No,
so
not at all.
I just feel it feels tactical. You talk to who I would still consider to be normal people who aren't necessarily in the industry in the same way.
In a way.
not dissing him. He's bigger than most fucking
obviously.
games websites, but you know what I mean. Like,
yeah, totally.
you know, oh, what a treat! You're taking the time to talk to this dude. This whole tastemaker thing, like they're going to come down easier. Maybe they're not respected game journalists who are going to ask difficult questions. Whatever. Either way, they came out and did this interview. And they basically tried to make it all about encouraging players to explore all facets of the game rather than single-mindedly playing only a couple of modes. So they're basically saying that their kind of loot crate system is designed to incentivize people to try all the different modes because there are challenges and perks, and the best way to, I suppose, grind the game for loot boxes.
Oh yeah, you got to grind that game.
Is to play all the different modes, and if you just play one mode, you're going to be missing out on loads of loot. Now, at that point, I stopped reading, obviously. The game designers didn't really talk about game design as such, of course, because, you know, fuck it. But yeah, so that was their explanation for monetizing fuck out of that game. Obviously, the first game was a shit show of playing cards and bullshit anyway.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
It's got to the stage now, and this is a shift for me, where I don't want to buy certain games specifically because of this, even if they're good games, even if they're games I kind of wanted to play.
I can get on board with you on that, buddy.
That's a shift, though, isn't it? Like, before, we thought it was balls, but it wasn't impacting things sufficiently for us to be like, fuck off.
Yeah.
And now it kind of is.
Yeah, no, totally. I'm like I said, I'm well on board with you there. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, it's the fact that they say, "Oh yeah, we're trying to get them to try different game modes." It's like, well, that's surely our decision. Like, if we want to do that, we will do that. You know.
Oh, it's nonsense, isn't it?
Forcing people to play a game mode, like, just so they can get like another crate or whatever, another drop, like that's not a good thing. I know, like, Destiny does that because every week in the reset, it's like, yeah, play like 6 games of Crucible and you'll get a powerful engram. Luckily, I love the shit out of Crucible now.
But it's supposed to be fun, though, isn't it?
Yeah, like, yeah, exactly. But like, if I didn't enjoy Crucible, I wouldn't do that, you know. So, but and
again, also
why do it in the first place. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the loot box equation in Destiny is very different because it's you're not unlocking guns with it, you know.
Yeah. The fact that, you know, with like the weekly reset, it's like you have like 5 or 6 things that you can do to get the powerful engram or whatever in Destiny. Whereas I guess what they're saying there is like, no, if you want more things, you have to do this or something.
And you damn well better grind that up because, you know, this is the same developer and publisher that made a gun that was far more powerful than all the others and gave it away as a pre-order perk.
Oh, it was ace, wasn't it? I loved that. It just seems like they've gone once again going about it all wrong. They've gone to like Angry Joe or whatever, who's like not a content creator, but, you know, he's I don't know, would you put him down as a games journalist in a way? But
I think he has to be considered a games journalist because he's got a big audience and reviews games.
But it's not, you know, a published whatever, you know.
They'll say they're trying to reach out to the community, and maybe DICE is trying really hard to try and make it so that the loot boxes do push you out and get you to play all the different game modes and maybe enjoy the game a little bit more because they are being forced to put this bullshit in their game and they're trying to. Why not come out and
say that in the first place?
They can't go against EA, can they?
We're introducing these whatever to, you know, diversify our audience or whatever. So, like, you can experience new things, new ways of playing the game. Obviously still monetize them, like you can't stop that because of EA, I'm guessing, but at least put like a little sentence out saying these are in the game for this reason, XYZ.
No one's done that yet. No one's said it's a fact of life that we have these loot boxes. Here's how we're trying to make the best of it, kind of thing. But it's all spiel and spin. Like, there's not much that you can do, and we don't even know whether DICE are opposed to loot boxes. They might think they're a great idea, but I don't even give a fuck anymore. Like,
I've given up, mate.
It's wrecking our games. It is a disease that's wrecking our games. And I genuinely think that the ratings system changing is our best bet at getting rid of most of this.
It's the only thing that looks like it might actually affect anything in, like, a legal way.
And Funk's got a big old thing about that later on, so we'll definitely come back to that one.
Yeah.
But from now, we will move on to number 2, and number 2 is StarCraft 2 is going free to play on the 14th of November.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is a game that was released, and it was a sort of game as a service type thing where you had the different packs that were released at nominal fees, sort of like £12-15 each pack. And they all came and went over the last however many years actually. So the game's pretty old now, and so they're changing the model in an attempt to bring a whole new crowd back and get people who were already playing invested again. I think they're mainly doing it for the right reasons. Some people are rubbed up the wrong way because they paid for this stuff and now it's free. But that's the nature of time.
Yeah, exactly.
You pay £500 for something and a year later it's worth $200. You don't go, what the fuck is this?
Oh, no.
So, yeah, it's there are perks for anyone who'd purchased content before. Obviously, nothing's being taken away or gated for those people. But yeah, the first campaign is going to be free for everyone, and they're giving it a go with the free-to-play model. It's an interesting one. Obviously, Hearthstone's free-to-play, and so Blizzard have got a little bit of pedigree here. But yeah, we'll have to see how that one goes. It's a game I've never played or got into. I did play the original StarCraft many moons ago. Did you ever get into StarCraft, or did you stick with Warcraft?
I just stayed with Warcraft, mate. Ogres and shit in it. That was more my cup of tea.
Warcraft 3, mate.
Great game.
Beautiful.
I was on my Blizzard account the other day because I was like, maybe I'll buy Destiny on PC. And it's got like the list of games. Then at the bottom it was like classic titles, Warcraft 3. I'm like, it's a great game.
Maybe we should have a game of that at some point. I've got that on my Mac.
Yeah, mate. Let's do it.
We should give it a go.
That run on my Mac as well. Oh, I'll do that.
Tasty times ahead. Yeah. So there is a video of from Blizzard explaining exactly how all of this is going to work for anyone who's really interested. I started watching it, but the voiceover guy, the way that he was delivering it and his voice, it made me want to basically funnel acid into my eardrums. It was just the worst fucking thing ever. So I turned it off. But pop over to Blizzard, or is it Battle.net, and have a little look, buddies.
Nice, buddy.
Lots of bullshit this week. Here we are. Activision bullshit alert now. Here we are.
Oh, more Activision. Okay, yeah, cool.
Here we go. Call of Duty news.
Yep, love that game.
Call of Duty World War II has loot boxes that drop from the sky in its social areas, so you can open them in view of other people.
Sweet.
So this has got, basically, it's a World War II game, but it's got social areas like Destiny's Tower, because of course it does. And if you open loot boxes, you have to do it in that social area. And when you go to open loot boxes, they literally fall down like massive boxes from the sky in front of you.
Yeah.
And other people in that social area can watch you open them.
Just like World War II.
Just like World War II. And one of the missions, or, in the same way that Destiny has its, like, challenges, is to watch someone open loot boxes 5 times.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Of course, that's a very difficult challenge to do of late, because since the launch of that game, the servers have been down sporadically.
Of course they have.
And that has caused them to literally turn off the social areas, so if you go into them, you are alone.
Oh,
Yep.
sorry, I'm not. That is bad for the user.
It's all just a bit sad, really.
But it's Activision just being brilliant at what they're doing right now.
Yeah. It's got that new score streak perk thing as well.
Of course it does.
It's a V2 rocket, of course. V2 rocket there.
Oh, okay, V2.
Doodlebug.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that real?
It was real, but probably wouldn't cause the devastation that it does in this particular video game.
Cool. Score streaks. That was in World War II, wasn't it?
Score streaks definitely were in World War II, yeah. I remember them well.
So, is this actually reviewed as a good World War II game? World War II game? Oh, okay, like bad World War II game?
I think it would be fair to say that it is the worst COD launch since... I don't even know. I don't even know when. They certainly haven't had server issues on day one for 10 years.
I was going to say, like, normally they're fucking on point. You never hear anything about COD being shitty day one. It's normally Battlefield.
It's hit sort of 75-80% in most reviews. Most people are very, very disappointed with the campaign, which they made a big thing of.
Oh, really?
Apparently it's just fucking wank.
Cool. I love it.
That's nice.
Turn me up.
And the biggest problem that most people have with it is it's changed scenery and period and everything, and it's the same fucking game.
So it's just, brilliant, cool.
Just the same.
So it's COD without the wall running and like jetpacks, and that's about it, really.
Yeah, I read 3 separate reviews of this game, and all of them said, "I don't know why you wouldn't just play Modern Warfare Remastered."
Well, yeah.
So there we go.
Because you want that authentic World War II experience, buddy. Is this not where I get that then?
A lot of the big reviewers are still. It's review in progress type thing, and a lot of that is because the servers aren't working.
Server issues, yeah. I mean, obviously, yeah, that's going to happen.
They've basically fucked it, is kind of in summary. But
so that's 2 years in a row that COD hasn't been that great.
Yeah,
it looks
like.
I mean, I'm guessing their sales will still be fine.
Yeah, but they haven't got a really good old game to prop up the new release this year. So
that's true.
Yeah, fucking COD.
It's like Mark says, Black Ops 3, mate. What more do you need?
It's got it all, that game.
Yeah, man. Seriously. Really?
Its loot system is not annoying.
No.
It's fine.
Yeah. I can live with it.
Shit. Yeah. I'd quite like to play some more of that, because we discovered the private match mode and it was really fun.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. We'll do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Be good. Okay, let's move on. I love it on our podcast when we end up just having a chat.
Well, yeah.
I know that's what we're doing, but I just forget we're even recording anything at all. Let's move on. Let's go. This is another thing from BlizzCon.
Yeah.
You might have thought it would have been sensible to pair this with my StarCraft story.
Well, that would have made sense.
You'd be right about that.
It would have been better to swap. You could have gone from the loot boxes of EA into the loot box system in Activision.
Yep.
And then into those two. But hey, fuck it. It's like a roller coaster.
Didn't do that.
No,
go and seek your professionalism somewhere else, fuckers, because you won't find it here. No. Blizzard is bringing back older and vanilla versions of World of Warcraft. They're doing this by having vanilla servers, legacy servers. With old versions of WoW for people to play, so they can experience areas of the world that have since basically been paved over by new updates and new, whatever you want to call them. So, over the past few years, it's closed down forcibly numerous servers that were offering pre-update worlds, vanilla worlds, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And people were pretty annoyed about that, but kind of understood because,
it's got to move on. Times are changing.
Yeah, it's their game. They can do what they want, it's their body. But they have obviously listened. And, I mean, it was BlizzCon this week. That's why we've got some Blizzard news for the first time in ages. But,
mate, have you seen all the cosplay people? They're weird, mate.
You don't like that?
I just... Who's got the time to make something that extravagant? I I mean, that some of it, I'm like pretty impressed. I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. Well done. Hats off to you. But I haven't got the time. I ain't got time to, and also play
I think
games.
we have got the time.
When?
I think both of us have played like maybe 4 or 5 hours of video games across the last 2 days. Like,
yeah, well, that's what
it's
I've
priorities,
got to do.
isn't it?
I do a video games podcast, my friend. I have to play at least one game for 6 hours within those 2.
I have definitely got time to fashion some sort of ridiculous cosplay uniform, but I wouldn't do that because I don't know why you do that. But I have no problem. I have no problem if you want to.
Oh no, definitely not.
But I don't really get it. It is impressive though. Some of them are quite amazing.
Yeah, they are. They're seriously impressive.
Yeah, Givens, full blown. Yeah, well, I think that's quite cool that Blizzard are rolling these servers out because people obviously wanted it. And it's good to give the people what they want sometimes, buddy.
Gibbons, buddy.
Full blown. So, let's move on to Xbox One launch delivery news. Starting with Argos.
Yeah, they were the ones that were like, we're delivering them at midnight or something.
Yeah, 1 minute past midnight they were going to deliver them.
Nice, okay.
And that seemed unlikely worldwide,
yes.
or rather UK-wide. And it wasn't UK-wide.
It was just London, wasn't it?
It's just London. But they did.
Nice.
They literally did. They arrived at the doorstep of everyone who pre-ordered an Xbox One.
What happens if you were
Scorpio.
asleep? You didn't want it at 1 minute past midnight. It'd be like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, come downstairs, unlock the door.
Yeah.
You're in your pants and your dressing gown.
Yeah, exactly.
Nightmare. I just don't know, buddy. I just don't know. But
you
this
sign
was
for this.
The important thing to note is this is the Project Scorpio edition, so it's like a day one edition, and they sold out very, very quickly. In like late August when pre-orders went live. But yeah, they did do it, and it's quite funny and good publicity for Argos, who are, as far as I'm concerned, literally a waste of time. So,
well, obviously, yeah.
But it was especially funny considering my next bit of news, buddy, which is Amazon.
Similar news, yeah.
Amazon fucked it.
Oh, no.
Amazon have proper fucked it. In the UK, at least. I don't know about anywhere else. Hundreds of orders weren't delivered, despite some folk pre-ordering as soon as they were able to back in August.
Wow.
There was no prior warning of any kind to say that they weren't turning up until customers received emails on launch day when they already should have had them, saying that it wasn't coming.
Right, cool.
At least one customer's order was cancelled, and they were told they can only have the standard edition.
Oh, fuckers.
Or contact a reseller. Amazon's blaming stock issues. Live chat users today were getting different responses each time.
Yeah.
Like one dude made a YouTube video earlier where he live chatted 3 different representatives from Amazon, and they all said different things and gave different reasons.
Brilliant.
Which is incredibly embarrassing.
Yeah.
And then there's, on top of this, there are reports of customers who pre-ordered the Scorpio Day 1 edition this week, as in the last 2 or 3 days, and received it.
Brilliant. Well done, Amazon.
There you go.
Applause. You're the best.
I don't know how that happens with the world's biggest online shop.
Yeah. Well,
how does that happen?
Yeah, that just happens, doesn't it? The stock issues. That's how it happens, buddy. I believe stock issues.
I don't understand it. It's very strange. But to not contact anyone about it.
Yeah, no, that's weird. Like, until the day that it's already meant to be in your hands.
It's pretty sketchy.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's not cool.
Not cool. So yeah, they've really fucked it. That's really dented their reputation. Because that was making mainstream news today, because it was kind of a big deal. That console's £450, and
yes, it's a big whoop.
They've taken the money from everyone who hasn't received them yet. So yeah, just take £500 probably, and also fuck you. You can't have your thing.
Yeah, no, can't have it, mate.
Not cool. Next, Skate 3 is going to be enhanced for Xbox One X.
Woo! Skate 3 # hashtag.
Skate 3 # hashtag. Also, Mirror's Edge, Gears of War 3 joins Halo 3, Assassin's Creed, Fallout 3, and Oblivion in having literally like 4K updates for 360 games. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
That's nice. I'd like to see some of that in 4K, see what it looks like. It'd be pretty interesting. So if it actually is like a big step up or not.
Yeah, does it look... It might look wank, mightn't it? If it's...
Yeah, it might look bad.
I doubt it, though. Someone at work today was asking what console to buy on Black Friday. And I found myself telling them to get an Xbox.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I think the best deal at the moment is probably the Xbox One S.
Yeah, I mean...
Out of everything you can get. He's got a 360.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. If he's got a 360 and like he's already got that ecosystem of games and things, then yeah, carry on with that. I don't see why not.
Yeah. I just found it weird that I was saying it, even as I was saying it. But there we go.
It's because we've already got PS4s, I think. That's why we would suggest getting that. I don't know.
I suppose we are more excited for the console we don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I can give a shit about the PS4 now. Like,
it's not going to be one that goes down in history, is it?
No, I mean...
I've had some great times on it, but essentially it's just that black box down there.
Yeah.
Got no love for it like I did with older consoles.
Not with like the 360 or the PS2 or the original Xbox. Like there's loads of love and everything for those things, but PS4 is just, I think it's because it's
just a computer, innit?
Yeah, exactly. It's like you don't remember your PCs, like, oh, that graphics card, fucking, that was a good time.
Yeah.
Not the same way anyway.
You're right, it is. It comes down to the whole environment, the dashboard, the way it worked and the times you had with it and everything.
Yeah.
And this is just a bit sort of meh.
Well, because the PS4 dashboard is pretty much the same as the PS3 one from when that was, like the
cross-media thing.
Yeah, and, you know, that was... all right, I didn't really like it. Like, I much preferred like the 360's different iterations that they had, like the blades, the weird fucking one with your avatars.
I liked the blades.
I liked the blades. I liked the weird avatar one as well, though, where you could see your mates waving.
Yeah,
that was ace. And then the boxes or wherever it is now, kind of thing, like the Windows 10 style. Whereas this is just, I don't know. The integration of like folders was a fucking must with our 300 odd games that we've got.
It's true. Yeah. But pretty important.
It's just, I don't know. I want to say stepping stone, but like it's been 4 years now. Is it 4 years it's been out?
Yeah, it was end of 2013, wasn't it, that it came out?
Yeah, man. You see, 4 years. If I bought an original Xbox One, like 4 years ago, I would buy an Xbox One X now. I'd be like, yeah, I'm gagging. Give it me.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
I definitely would. Like that is the perfect time frame for me.
Yeah, you've always preferred a shorter cycle, haven't you?
Yeah. The 4 years is good.
Man, we shall see, innit?
Yeah, Gibbons. Anyway, next.
IO confirmed they're working on a new Hitman.
Yeah, Hitman.
Yeah, people were starting to get a bit worried because there haven't really been any announcements for a long time from IO.
And then they kind of snuck out the Game of the Year edition with the extra content. It's like 15 quid. Might pick it up. Don't know. Tempting, yeah.
I'd like to go back to that game.
Yes.
It's cool. Yeah, so they're working on it. Whatever form that will take, we're not sure. We suspect that it'll be built on the same engine, at least, and maybe delivered as episodes as part of that original install, but it's hard to say at this point. Obviously, they've broken from Square since they put that out, so we'll see. But they said some interesting stuff. Talk of exciting new features and some franchise firsts, buddy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
No announcements this year, but expect news in 2018.
Like it. 2018. Nearly there.
Finally, from me, in a very bumper news section, buddy, Telltale has laid off 25% of its workforce. About 90 people have lost their jobs. Obviously that sucks, regardless of what you think of their games. The Telltale CEO, Pete Hawley, said this. He said, our industry has shifted in tremendous ways over the past few years. The realities of the environment we face moving forward demand we evolve as well, reorienting our organisation with a focus on delivering fewer, better games with a smaller team.
Sure.
I don't know. I mean, they've certainly been putting out a lot of games over the last 5 years.
Yeah.
As in fucking all the fucking time. So
yeah, constantly.
I can kind of understand that. But that's a massive chunk of your workforce to lose, and probably a lot of people who'd been there from the start, I would imagine. So, really sad times there.
Yeah, it's not good at all, is it? We'll have to wait and see on what games they actually what games they actually bring out.
We got The Wolf Among Us 2 coming soon. I think they're just about to finish the Guardians of the Galaxy series, so I guess they've just finished that and then laid a load of people off. That would make sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, we will keep you posted on that one, buddies.
Gibbons.
So yeah, that's me, buddy. I think it's time to hand over to you for my favourite section, and that would be Ash's News Favourite Things of the Week.
If you like news but hate information, you have found the right place. Ash's News Favourite Thing of the Week.
Gibbons, buddy. Few things this week as I just delete some of them that we've already spoken about, which is
My
that
bad.
one and that one and that one. Oh, apparently Titanfall 2 looks is better. Looks and performs better on the PS4 Pro than the Xbox One X, mate. Just saying.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Respawn are looking into it and will probably fix that.
Yeah. You would hope so, wouldn't you?
Gibbons, right now, if I don't know if this is going to be available when this goes live. What's the date when this goes live? Like the...
Oh, well, this show?
Yeah.
12th.
What's the date on Sunday? Oh, if you listen to it on that day, you can get Watch Dogs for free on PC.
Right now, today, if you're listening today.
Right now, up until Sunday or Monday, maybe, I don't know. I think it's like the 13th. Just go on to that great place you play on your PC.
Everyone's favourite store.
Yeah, mate, yeah. And yeah, just get that for free. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Lots of reasons.
Yeah, Microsoft is planning to launch a game streaming service, apparently.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of games are going on it, but Spencer says we need to grow, and I look forward to doing that.
He fucking loves growing.
I think he's talking about games.
It's hard to tell with that particular gentleman.
Yeah, indeed. I don't know what it's gonna be or what it's gonna have on it, but I'm sure it'll be decent because it's Microsoft and they like most of the services that they produce are pretty decent.
Unlike PS Now.
Well, yeah, I know.
It's not a bad service. It's just overpriced.
Yeah, well, that will happen. Apparently, if you earn PlayStation trophies, you can now earn PlayStation credit. I didn't read up about it, but in the US you can. The PlayStation Rewards program designed to incentivize earning those trophies will now let you convert the points you earn from unlocking trophies into credit on your PlayStation Store account.
That sounds cool.
I like that. It's going to be peanuts. You won't. For every 1,000 points you earn, you can get $10. I don't know how you get 1,000 points. Okay, here we go. 25 golden trophies can be redeemed for 250 points. 10 platinum trophies, 1,000 points. So if you get 10 platinums, that's £10 or $10. You know?
Okay.
I'm guessing it'll be for certain games, because otherwise, there was that game that just came out that was like easy platinum, or whatever it was called. I mean, if you just did that, that'd be a bit cheaty.
Yeah, well, you could go out and spend 20 quid on a load of really shit old games that are really easy to get trophies on.
Yeah,
and you could do it on PS Now as well.
Exactly, I love it.
Nice concept, though.
Yeah, Elder Scroll modders are crowdfunding their own RPG about bears and spirit animals.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
I don't know what to make of that at all.
I don't know either. I'm interested, though. Spirit animals, mate.
Yeah.
Like the visionaries.
Wasn't there a game coming out where you could be like a bear and an eagle and stuff? Does this ring any bells?
I think so.
A French developer, maybe?
Bear Eagle Simulator in France.
Wild.
There you go. Wild. Is that what it's called? Wild?
Ride a bear, be a rabbit, fly around a bit as an eagle. There we go. Someone knows. I didn't think that particular Google search would work, but it fucking did.
There you go, mate.
What's going on with that?
I don't know. That's not in my news section. When it pops up, buddy, I'll let you know about it.
It's an upcoming open-world survival adventure game developed by French developer Wild Sheep Studio.
No, there you go.
Sorry, carry on.
They love it, I guess. Oh, well, finally, buddy. Monster Hunter World. That game that's coming out and looks... For me, it looks fucking shit.
It does look shit, but then maybe it's not for us.
Yeah, no, just to confirm that there is a PlayStation 4 beta. I think I spoke about it last week, saying that...
You did mention that,
I think there is one, but yeah, there definitely is one. Yeah, there you go.
I suppose, are you going to try that out?
About it. Yeah, maybe, if I can be asked. We'll see. Depends, because, December is Destiny 2 Curse of Osiris time.
Oh, it's got no chance then, has it?
I know, that's what I was thinking. But yeah, it's, Monster Hunter World comes out on January 26th for PS4 and Xbox One. PC gamers will have to wait a little bit longer to play it. But I just don't get it. That game looks proper shit.
It's graphically poor.
Yeah, like, why would you play it?
I don't know, maybe it'll be good.
Yeah.
That'd be a good reason.
Well, there is that.
I'm willing to give it a burn.
Yeah, it's just saying that the PlayStation 4 beta will be available PlayStation Plus subscribers only. Will include a single player mode as well as 4 players multiplayer mode. Oh my god, right. This could be it.
He's interested again.
4 player monster hunting.
Could be good.
It'll be like Ark, but
that really could
better,
be good.
Maybe. That could be actually really good.
Yeah. I am a PS Plus member again now, by the way, buddy.
Took the plunge.
Yeah, £33 I managed to get my annual renewal.
That's pretty good, because it's gone up to what, like 45 quid or something?
It's 50 now.
Oh my god.
So yeah,
cool.
That's a bargain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, there you go, buddy. There's some fucking news. Favourite things, I guess, from this week? No, nothing much. I mean, bears and spirit animals could be quite good.
Yeah.
I think the crowdfunding's on Indiegogo. If anyone's got a hard-on for that kind of thing, go nuts.
That's a talented selection of people who mod those games. So
exactly, that's what I was thinking. That's why I thought I'd mention it, because like a lot of their mods are, well, obviously they make the game better
Giddens.
than it actually is.
Fact, buddy.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see about that. So yeah, that's my news favourite things this week, buddy.
Oh, cheers, buddy. Very kind of you.
You're welcome.
That was your news. That was my news before that, of course.
Yeah.
And that was the news.
That was the...
And now it's time for Fonz or Phoenix.
What have we got this week, buddy? In, out, up, down, left, right, north, south, yin, yang, gravity and anti-gravity, erected, directed. Fonz or Phoenix?
I don't really know.
It's a Fonz for you, buddy.
I think it's a Fonz for me.
Yeah.
But in the grand scheme of things, it should surely be a Phoenix.
Yeah.
Need for Speed Payback is out, buddy.
I know.
You'll remember last time round me saying this game would be fucking toilet. And if it wasn't toilet, then we would buy it. Or I'd at least apologise. And say, I'm sorry that I said it'd be shit. There's no need for me to do that, buddy. The game is out now. It's reviewed very, very poorly. We won't be buying this game. Funds!
That will happen.
Yeah. Yeah, Need for Speed Payback. 5 out of 10 from GameSpot, 6 out of 10 from IGM. I've watched a fair few videos about it this week as well. Look, graphically awful. I've seen some comparison videos between this and Need for Speed 2015, and it's immeasurably worse. This game. It looks like it came out maybe 4 years before the last Need for Speed game. I don't think it looks as good as Need for Speed Rivals, actually, side by side.
Yeah.
Absolute borefest. Terrible acting, woeful script writing. These are some of the things from the various reviews. Everyone can agree. And also notable, and one of the main reasons I wanted to bring this up in a big way, the upgrade system. You'll remember last week, Sam had a question about video games that allowed you to do upgrades and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
This is Loot Crates Ahoy, buddies. Obviously, this is an EA game. The entire upgrade system is governed by collectible speed cards. There are 3 different types of currency, microtransactions. You can only get speed cards via loot boxes. And there's literally an actual visible slot machine where you pull a lever and it brings 3 cards down and spins and spins.
I mean, it is set in Las Vegas, so I can see that, but I mean, seriously,
I think
who
it's
throws a shoe?
In a time when various world governments are investigating whether loot boxes are gambling. EA releasing a game that has a literal slot
would have
machine.
been in place months
I know,
ago.
but I just think it's funny.
I know.
It
is funny, yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Genius. Actual gambling.
Actual gambling, yeah. To try and encourage you to gamble there, buddies.
Brilliant. Yeah, I love it. We're just going to have like loads of gamblers. Everyone's going to be in massives of debt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They take our homes and we'll all be playing Switches under the bridge.
We can't afford that shit, buddy. You got to buy like a extra memory cards just to play games on it.
That's true, buddy. You can't do anything with it. You have to buy all the other shite.
Yeah.
Paraphernalia, if you will.
Indeed.
Well, anyway, there you go. It's a fonds from me. I don't have to buy Need for Speed Payback because it appears to be dreadful. The final
just on Metacritic critic at the moment, buddy. Eurogamer Italy gave it an 80. I mean,
they did. They are notoriously untrustworthy.
Spazio Games also gave it an 80.
Yep.
Just saying.
There you go. Need for Speed. Eurogamer, as in the proper one, said, Need for Speed returns in this, a grossly unremarkable open-world racer that marks another step backwards for the series.
I mean, they fucking nailed it there.
There you go.
They've done well. Nice.
Obviously, we haven't played it, but if 100 trusted reviewers say it's shite, it's probably shite.
It's probably shite. And we knew it was going to be shite. Anyway.
Yeah, it's such a shame.
There was always a dream, though, buddy.
Long are the days when those cracking PS2 versions of Need for Speed Underground, and even Xbox, the wonderful days of Criterion versions of Need for Speed, like Shift. You know,
exactly.
Really cool games.
Enjoyed that.
Fucked it. No more. Well, there you go, buddy. That's that. And now it's time for Out This Week. That's
Out This Week. What have we got, buddy? Anything worth chucking our money at? Really? No. There isn't, is there?
What we got this week? We got LA Noire remastered on PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. Best place to play on Switch there. Just pick it up for I don't know, £100 or something. Who knows?
Yeah, I think I've still got that on 360. I think I bought that game digitally.
Check you out,
fucking
Mr. Space Age.
Yeah, Trailblazer.
Yeah,
there you go.
Fucking hell.
Also, I bought Lego Pirates of the Caribbean digitally on the 360.
There you go.
Just saying, you know.
Right in there, early doors. Fuck me. Yeah, that's out this week. I've never played that game and would quite like to, but I'm certainly not willing to put any sizable amount of dollar down on that.
I'll give you my Xbox account.
Oh yeah, I can just download it on my 360.
Yeah.
Please do that. I will play that game.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. There you
Fucking
go.
sweet as the punch. Excellent news. Thanks, buddy.
I did the Lego thing for the Segway, and you ruined it. Just saying.
It was some other Lego game you were talking about. It's got nothing to
Well, yeah,
do with
but
this one. No
a
Lego games are
game.
even remotely similar to one another, buddy. This is Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, and that's out this week on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. So
I will probably pick this up when it goes down to like 20 quid.
yeah, it's right up your son's alley, I
For
would
the
believe.
kids.
Yeah,
Yeah, indeed.
loves a bit of it. Fair play.
And my daughter's well into him now. She's hit
with
4 now. She's fucking
weird
she's getting
bullshit
stuck
Lego.
in- Oh yeah. Oh god. Yeah. No, don't get me started on that again. Jesus. But no, it's like she loves playing like the Lego games as well. She's smashing Lego Harry Potter on the tablet at the moment.
Fucking you're doing your bit, buddy. Breaking down barriers for female
Yeah, mate.
equality. You got some sort of
Exactly.
gold gamer on your hands.
Fucking like pretty much like I'd say out of a week, 3 times out of the week I come home and she's in her Birmingham City football kit that my dad bought her. She's just wearing the whole kit. I'm like, fuck it, do it.
Oosh.
Why not?
You're going to be in the Women's Super League.
Maybe. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Is that not rugby?
No.
Isn't Super League a rugby thing?
For male sports it is, yes.
Okay, that's confusing me now.
There you go.
Yeah, great.
You're welcome.
Cool.
Also out this week, we've got Rhyme is coming to the Switch, and it
Yeah.
looks lovely.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. I mean, I haven't got a Switch.
No, that's why I have nothing more to say about it. But it does look really, really nice. And if you've got a Switch, your quid's in.
Yeah.
If you've got any money left over after that extortionate LA Noire purchase, of course. There you go. Also this week, Star Wars Battlefront 2, buddy, or rather EA Lootbox Simulator Star Wars Edition.
It's already available on the old EA Access.
Oh yeah, pre-order it and get it 3 days before.
Are they not doing the 10-hour free trial now? That's what they usually do.
I
with
don't know
those
if they
things,
are or
isn't it?
not.
Probably not, because they're a bunch of cunts.
Yeah, that'll be the one. That's out this week though, and I will not be picking it up.
No.
The fucking menu system on that game.
No.
I still have nightmares about that.
Baffling.
Yeah. Genuine bafflement. Injustice 2 is coming to PC this week. That is a renowned fighting game that reviewed very
'em
well
up.
on the consoles.
To beat 'em up.
To beat 'em up back in the day.
Yeah.
We've got Rocket League coming to Switch.
Sorry, I was going to say not to be confused with beat 'em off.
No, you wouldn't want to beat 'em off. No. Especially if they're wearing spandex.
And capes and masks.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to beat any of
In
those.
certain circles, but maybe not this one. Dangerous game you're playing there. Playing with fire, sometimes literal fire.
Nice. I like it.
Horrifying image. Just be
Yeah.
maybe the only way to make those
The
new
Flash,
DC
mate.
movies any good.
Yeah.
Add porno elements. Make them 18s. Moving on. Rocket League on Switch. That's coming out. Best of luck playing that. That'll be fun. People like Rocket League.
It's all
they did.
cross-playing it.
It's all crossplay. Yeah. Except
Apart from
PS4,
PS4.
of course. No.
Yeah.
None of that. Also, Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon on the 3DS. Obviously, I give a flaming shite about that. So,
Hey, I'm livid with what they've done with this game. Terrible.
spill the beans, buddy. What's the scoop?
It's just like it's Pokemon Sun and Moon with a little bit more in it, and they're classing it as a completely new release. Like, why not just put it as like a little cheeky bit of DLC or something? But no, this means that kids have got to buy a whole new fucking game for like a little bit more content. Terrible, motherfuckers.
Man,
Yeah, terrible.
that's some bullshit.
It is bullshit, buddy.
That Nintendo doing an EA. Cunts.
Indeed.
Yeah. Well, bullshit. Skyrim VR is coming to PSVR this week, buddy.
I think Mel was on about getting this.
Man, I know Mel's got a VR headset, and man, I'd be genuinely really excited about that.
I'd play it. I don't know if I'd enjoy it though. It'd be weird.
I'd love that shit.
It would be really good.
I only played Skyrim once. Not ever.
Cool story, Hansel.
No, I mean, a lot of people have played lots of different versions, bought the remasters.
Yeah, mate, I bought it like 3 times. I'm a fucking retard. Of course I am.
I only played Skyrim once.
It was such a weird comment.
There was context, but I hadn't revealed it yet.
Oh, brilliant. Thanks for that.
You got a title.
I think I did put it down as fucking Brum versus a Dalek, but yeah, it's going to that now.
Oh.
I only played Skyrim once. Nice. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. Just to confirm on the Twitter poll, the currently it's all square.
It's so close, neck and neck all the way.
Really tight. A different vote here and there could make all the difference.
Indeed, a single vote. Oh.
Also out this week, Skyrim on Switch.
Yeah, I only played Skyrim once.
Played it once. So you got Rhyme, Rocket League, and Skyrim coming to Switch this week, buddy.
Yeah, all games that have pretty much been out before.
And really, okay, The Sims 4 is coming to PS4 and Xbox One.
Yes, finally, the game I've been waiting for.
I gotta hide this information from the missus, or she's gonna want it.
Oh God, yeah, no.
She loves that.
It'll be another fucking Crash Bandicoot situation.
I fucking told her, you know. I haven't seen her play that for a while.
Listen.
Do you enjoy your 3 hours out of that, love? You know, fuck's sake. Ridiculous.
Clown shit.
Well, anyway, that was out this week. And now it's time for Fuckwit Corner.
Fuckwit Corner with Funk. Fuckwit Corner with Funk. He's got some questions. Funk.
Has he got any questions,
buddy? Funk's got this for us. You'll remember I mentioned earlier that we were going to head into the whole government looking into gambling stuff. So Funk's got his little 2 cents here, buddy, and he says this. You mentioned PEGI ratings for games with loot crates. Isn't that utterly pointless? When has the PEGI rating ever stopped kids playing games they shouldn't? Every little asshole in the world plays GTA and some sort of shooter, and that he shouldn't be anywhere near them. Maybe a use for the camera on PS4. You load a game that isn't okay to play as a kid, the camera has a goosey at you, and it shuts it off if you're a wee nipper.
Nice.
Or the system has a profile pic for every sign-in, and if it's not that person, it won't let you play. That's not a terrible idea at all.
That's not a bad idea.
In terms of the family, but as you say, it's got that... It's got good parental settings on there now, doesn't it, the PS4?
Yes, they do.
Xbox has always had good parental settings. Account-based. So
yes, account-based, so you can actually set up all these restrictions. So there's like 0 to 10 ratings, I think, on the PlayStation, which is utterly stupid. And then like different games come under different levels of danger or whatever. So you say like this account can only access like 3 and below or 6 and below or whatever you want, and then literally that game will not load. But obviously kids might just get on your account, but then again, you should just put a little cheeky password on there. Which is easy to do because you can just put a button combination, you know.
I've got one on mine.
Have you? Ooh.
Yeah, just in case anyone ever stole my console.
Yeah, no,
tried to fire it up with my account on there, and they wouldn't be able to get in.
Yeah, that's true. Nice.
That's the only reason, really. But
nice.
Yeah, it can be done. To be honest, it's not even about that. Like, it's not really about the rating stopping children from playing. It's how that's perceived in the industry. It's the idea that you release a game that sells however many million copies each year. In the same way that every time Marvel releases an action movie, they manage to squeeze it in under a 15 rating because they want it to be a mass market, mass appeal thing.
Of course they do.
And if Thor had an 18 on it, that would be a nightmare for them. They wouldn't be able to monetize merchandise. They wouldn't be able to present it in a way that is suitable for families. They'd lose a huge market share. And it's the same with games, because it will stop a lot of people from, well, you couldn't, a 7-year-old couldn't put it on their Christmas list. And if the only thing that's preventing it from being something that can be on a 7-year-old's Christmas list is a fucking loot crate system, they'll take the loot crate system out of the game to be able to sell it to kids. That's the crux here. That's the important part. I don't care what little cunt's playing what game. I don't care if it's some gore fest. It's his parents' fault as far as I'm concerned. Whatever.
They're fucking retards.
I played Mortal Kombat when I was 6. Didn't do me any harm, mate.
Exactly. We're fine.
So on.
I think.
Yeah. 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 So that's the point. Is the EA
fact that
don't want all their games.
there,
Assassin's Creed as an 18 is a fucking hellish nightmare for Ubisoft to market, and if the loot system is the thing that's keeping that an 18 rather than a 15 or a 12, then
they will sack it off.
Then they'll sack it off, and that's probably our best chance of getting that shit out of there.
And that's the thing, and it's really just getting that, like, kind of, would it be like a law in place? So, like, if anyone tried to infringe this, we can pull them up on it and things like that. Like that's what.
100% law. Like it would be illegal to put a loot system in your game unless. Well, it wouldn't come to that, would it? They'd send it off for certification.
Yeah, and then,
if it had the loot crate system in it would automatically be an 18 rated game.
Like, exactly. They would be like, if you want this to be a 15, then sack this
exactly,
this off, and the loot crate system will be one of them.
Yeah. So you really the rating serves to deter the publisher.
But then again, like one of the rebuttals or whatever it is was this thing is aimed at children and vulnerable adults. What do we do about those vulnerable adults or retards? I like to call them.
Well, I mean, there are people with gambling problems that are obviously completely like fair enough. There are also retards who just spunk in their money for no reason.
Obviously.
So there's nothing that you do about those people other than provide them help if they have a problem. But you can't censor the world.
There'd be like in-game things saying like, if you blah 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 phone this number.
No, I mean if I go on a casino website now, I'm over 18. I guess, I've got
there'd
an
be
account,
like a disclaimer at the front of it, wouldn't there? Like like you said, with, like,
when the fun stops, stop. That
the
same that you get with betting and the same that you get with casino websites and so on. You can only provide warnings, but if the game
still
is
down to
for
the
adults,
end user.
then exactly.
So there'll just be warnings when we load up a game. So this contains loot boxes.
Yeah.
Do you accept the terms and conditions?
Exactly. And if it's Shadow of War, then you just say no.
Yeah, because is that a thing though? Oh, I don't know. Well, you just won't be able to connect to the online capabilities, will you?
I guess.
It's on offline, won't you? Yeah.
Isn't it?
Doable, like it.
Yeah. I do get Funk's point, of course. Like,
totally.
Kids will play shit because.
I remember going into HMV when I was like 15 and buying GTA 3, and my mate went to the till next to me. Like I bought it, and then the guy serving him was like, "Have you got any ID?" And I was like, "What, mate? I just bought this game. Like, just fucking sell him the game." And he was like, Oh, all right. I guess I have to now. I was like, really?
No.
You have to sell him the game now because I literally just bought it from this guy. Weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I threatened him like I'll go to like trading standards or some bollocks like that. And it's like I'll fucking dob you in, son.
I'll do ya.
Because obviously that's how I talked when I was 15.
That's what friends are for, buddy. That's beautiful work.
Exactly. Yeah. Got that GTA 3. Fucking what game? Great game.
Given. Full blown given.
Given.
Well, cheeky, and thank you very much, Funk, for that.
Gibbons.
It's a good question, so thank you. Every week, we end the show with questions and comments sent in by you. If you've got anything for us, just pop an email to the jfgpodcast@gmail.com or contact us on Facebook, Twitter, or at justforgamers.co.uk. And now it's time for JfG Street Beat.
You got a question we wanna know. Street Beat. Facebook, Twitter, we're on them all. So hit us up and be on the show. Street Beat. The JfG Street Beat.
Street Beat. Have we got anything?
We've got a sort of crossbreed kind of street beat here because there was a really interesting discussion going on the old Facebook this week, and I thought it warranted a little section. So in this week's Street Beat, we have the beginning of this conversation between Funk and the Octopizzle buddy, and it went something like this. Funk said, "What's on your Christmas list gaming-wise this year?" PJ said, "Do you reckon you'll jump in on a 4K TV on Black Friday?" And Alex, "Would that mean a PS4 Pro?" I'm still of the fuck you Sony opinion on the Pro. What are Ash's views on it now he's had it for a while? Funk said, "Yeah, I couldn't give a fuck about the Pro. Not that fussed on 4K either, really. Still feel like the consoles won't do it justice for some reason." And then PJ sort of said, "Well, I kind of agree with you there. And what would be worse than anything, watching like beautiful 4K images with frame rate stuttering."
Well, yeah, that's the thing, isn't it?
But the long and the short of the conversation was, what are you after this Christmas? What are you after for the rest of the year? And I thought that might merit some sort of JfG top 5, buddy.
Oh, cheeky top 5, like it.
Yeah. So before we do kick things off, maybe if you could just referring to PJ's question, what are your views on the PS4 Pro? You've had it for, 6 months now? Something like that?
Yeah, must be. Yeah, it's fine, isn't it? Does the job, plays the games. I don't know.
And do you think that's kind of encouraging you to... we'll get to the actual top 5 shortly, but...
playing that on a 4K TV is really nice. Like, when I was playing Horizon on my dad's 4K TV, I was like, this is really, really nice. Like, I could get on with some of this as my stable gaming visual format kind of thing. I don't know, like, I've played Destiny 2, obviously, a lot, and I've played some on the base PS4 and some on the Pro, and there is a difference between the two, and you can tell the difference visually. But the thing that I want out of games is better frame rates, and consoles aren't doing that. Even the Xbox One X isn't really chucking up frame rates. It is on some games, but not on many. And it does come down to, like, what would I prefer, 4K or would I prefer 60 frames per second? And personally, I'd rather go 1080p 60 than 4K 30, you know?
Agreed, and as you say, it doesn't seem to be a priority at the moment for the...
No, it doesn't. Everyone's going 4K, so I'm thinking, fuck it, I'll just get a 4K TV and, like, I mean, that's going to be the best way to play my my games, my console games, so, like, that's where it's going to look the best. And, you know, so, like, it might give me the option of getting better frame rate, or like GT Sport does it. Like, it says, "What do you want? Like, better performance or better visuals?" And I'm like, "Performance, please." As is always, I always go for.
Yeah, I can kind of get behind that. But I suppose like, you've taken the plunge in that you've got one piece of the puzzle. in terms of 4K.
It runs faster. Stuff loads quicker. Shit like that. I'm cool. I'm happy with that. It's one of those things. Like I wanted to buy something at that time. I wanted some sort of upgrade. I mean, and just looking at the way it was at the time, the fact that we had like a massive PS4 digital library, and you know, if I wanted to, I could have sold my PS4 and got this for like 150 quid. I was like, well, yeah, like that just kind of makes like it was the cheapest upgrade option for me at the time, which is a weird thing to say, being it was like the most expensive console. But yeah, that's if I sold my other PS4 though.
Yeah, but alternatively, you in the past you've bought like a new graphics card or like you know, you could easily have spent more money scratching that itch. So
yeah, exactly. But I do all my gaming. I barely touch the PC now on the gaming side. It's all on the PS4. That's where my community is. So that's where I'm going to play my games. So it just made sense to get the upgrade. It scratched the itch, and yeah, I'm definitely happy with the purchase because you know, games are still coming out with like pro patches and stuff like that, and it's all good. And when I do finally get that 4K TV, it's just going to be that little bit much sweeter because I did actually play a bit of Destiny 2 on 4K the other week, and it was I was enjoying it. I'm not lying.
Givens.
Because that thing will run on 30 at 1080p or 4K, so I'm like, well, might as well use the 4K assets kind of thing. And I was like, yeah, this looks real pretty.
It's a big priority for me. I do want to take the plunge, and it's just knowing where to start. But yeah, but I still see PS4 Pro as viable because it's just going to keep dropping in price, especially
of course it will.
Especially now
the X is out.
Exactly. They're going to try and be competitive there.
Yeah, you would have thought so.
And it's the cheapest way to 4K, despite the fact that it's, you know,
and we've
not
got
necessarily
the games
true 4K at all times.
Like all your old games will work on it, kind of thing, or all the games that we bought this like generation will work on it.
Yeah, which is a massive deal because we've bought loads. Exactly,
like fucking. Pretty much every purchase we've made on this console has been digital, apart from like a few random ones.
I think I've got 5 disc-based games and nothing else.
Yeah, I think I've got about 10, but 8 of them are Lego.
There you go. He's been getting the deals.
So, I haven't done my top 5 Christmas list yet.
No,
I'll get mine.
It makes
ready
sense
for
to split it, really, I think.
Yeah, exactly. So I thought, you know, crack on with your top 5. What's on your Christmas list, buddy?
Just for gamers, top 5.
Okay, well, number 1 on my Christmas list, and I say Christmas list, obviously that might change with Black Friday on the horizon.
Obviously.
Is it, I think it's 24th, something like that? So
this month?
Yeah, so with three weeks' time.
Just before payday. Fucking ace.
Gibbons. Number 1 on my list is the 4K TV.
Number 1. Got to be 4K TV. Get that 4K in there.
That's the number 1. That's the number 1. It's something that would benefit the missus greatly as well. We got a nice, sweet little Kodi set up now. We've also got Netflix and Amazon that we subscribe to, and she plays lots of games as well as I do. So it's not so much of a tough sale. Obviously, the price is a big thing. I've been kind of skirting around looking at deals and stuff. We've got some vouchers for John Lewis, so I'm kind of hoping that they'll slash some prices. But basically what I've done is made a list. I've got a list of maybe 4 or 5 TVs.
Yeah, that fit the bill.
Renowned for good gaming, low latency on input, and good HDR decent for the price. They're all below sort of £700, and I'm hoping that some of those will go low and low and low. At which point we'll take the plunge, and I think we'll do it on finance, so we haven't got to find that chunk straight away.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's always a nice viable option.
Yeah.
Definitely chuck it on that finance, pay it off over a year or so, or whenever it is.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to do it more than that because of the depreciation, of course, but, you know, if you're only going to spend 50 more quid paying that off over 12 months, then why wouldn't you? Go for it.
Yeah, exactly. Totally.
So, yeah, I've got my eye on a couple of different ones. The waters were muddied with the new some new ones have come out this year that, you know, it's now hard to tell whether the 2016 models were better or worse than these newer ones. But it looks to me like you're probably looking at this moment in time at about £650 for a solid low to mid-range 4K gaming television, 50-inch, decent HDR, really good entry-level television, and you'll really see the benefit of it. There's a Panasonic, I think it's the 750. There's a couple of Sony ones that look pretty tasty, and there's a fairly reasonable looking LG one as well. There's actually a brand that is I've seen a lot of people name dropping it in the States. I'm just trying to remember what it is. Is it HCL? TCL.
TCL.
It's a relatively new company. They're an American company, and they're making affordable 4K TVs, and they're reviewing really well.
Oh, really?
For example, they've got a 60-inch 4K HDR10 triple tuner Android TV around the £700 mark, and some of their like lesser ones, you can pick up one of these TCL televisions, say a 50-inch, around the sort of £450 mark, and they're reviewing well for video games as well. It's really worth a look. Shit. If you're in the States, it's proper worth a look. You might have heard of them already. If they're terrible, then let us know. But I've read several reviews of them.
This has sparked my interest now.
Yeah,
I'm like, hey, I could possibly pick one of them up this year.
What was the one I was looking at? TCL 55p 607. It's really catchy.
I nailed it.
TCL.
What about the P60? 7. Because I can't get a massive TV. I've got to get like 45 inch maximum. That's my problem. We're just talking now about buying TVs.
Yeah, we'll stop. Either way, that might be worth a look. But in terms of the bigger brands, for the low to mid range prices, you're looking at about $650 at this point. And if that thing drops below $500 on Black Friday, then I think I'll take the plunge.
Nice. Okay.
So there we are. Number 2 on my list, buddy, is an Xbox One.
Well, I think it's definitely going to be on mine, especially if they go down to like 100 quid, 120 quid possibly. Then I'll get all me, well, not all of my 360 back catalogue, but a good chunk of them. And then, play some of them exclusives and stuff, which would be pretty cool. Halo Wars 2, get stuck in. Yeah, it'd be nice.
Be rather special, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, I'm just tempted. That's very much dependent on the TV purchase. I don't think I'd take the plunge on the Xbox One if I bought a 4K television. I'd want to be saving that money for a Pro. So it all comes down to what you've got and therefore what your priorities are. But I'd like an Xbox One. I think it'd be pretty tasty to be able to play all those old games. I've got disc-based 360 games that I'm still playing. And I just like the idea.
Gibbons.
Number 3, VR. PSVR. I really still want PSVR.
Yeah?
Really.
Okay.
There's more stuff, more and more stuff coming out on it.
Yeah, and we've got a couple of games for it now as well, haven't we? So that's always nice.
I just want to play racing games with a VR headset. I want to sit there on a game night.
That is the seller, isn't it, really?
It's a big deal for me. I've got the steering wheel already and every racing game under the sun. And it's just a very exciting prospect. But the more that, stuff like Skyrim VR comes out and that new London Studios game, just honestly, I loved my experience with it. I know that there's been a lack of support, but I still want that experience in my life. It was so cool. But yeah, so that's on my list, buddy. That's at number 3. Number 4.
Go on.
Headphones. I need new headphones. I've got these.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They are Sony MDR XD200 headphones,
Nice.
and I got them as a present when I was about 17 years old, and I've been using them ever since. They've been amazing, like absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
But
Solid.
Man, I've had many years out of them.
Highly recommend these PlayStation headphones.
I swear by Sony headphones. I've always had a good time with them.
Very comfortable. And the fact you got a little dongle you can plug into your computer or into your PlayStation, if you want to, if you're that way inclined, your dongle. I think they're on about 50 quid or something now.
That'd do it.
They're very good.
Yeah.
I like them a lot.
I think I need to upgrade, and that's probably something that I could actually ask for that I might actually get. So there's that one. And to round off my list, buddy, number 5. Is a little gadget that I've been made aware of called Drive Hub.
Oh, yes, I have seen this.
Yep. This is
nice.
a new gadget from a Canadian company called Collective Minds, and it's basically a tiny little plastic box that converts the signal of your racing wheel.
Yeah, I think that's the terminology.
Yeah. So basically it means that my steering wheel, my racing wheel setup would work with all systems within reason, like the last gen as well as the current gen. When you buy a racing wheel, you buy one specific to your system. That's the way that they've always worked. We've never really known whether it was because it's a logistical nightmare to code them for more than one. We've suspected that it wasn't, but we weren't really sure. This thing, you plug it in as a sort of breaker box between whatever console you're plugging into and the wheel, and you can use the wheel on all different systems. You can map controls and everything, so on and so forth, meaning that I could play all my old 360 racing games. I could play Project Gotham with my current steering wheel, Forza 3. If I got an Xbox One, I'd be able to play...
Yeah, exactly. You could plug it into that and go bananas.
Exactly. It's really exciting. A lovely idea. I think they retail at about £85, something like that, which isn't cheap by any means.
It's not cheap, no.
Certainly cheaper than buying another wheel.
Yeah, exactly. It is. Yeah, it's cheaper than buying on another wheel. Totally.
So yeah, it's got full support for my wheel, and I think it'd be an awesome little gadget to have. Yeah. That's it, basically. So yeah, there you go, buddy. That's my top 5.
It's a nice little list there.
It's all right, isn't it? There you go.
That's good.
You've got the 4K TV, the Xbox One, the VR headset, the headphones, and the universal steering wheel converter thing.
Nice.
So I think that will about do us, buddy, for episode 136 of the podcast. It's worth noting that our Twitter poll is no longer even.
What?
I can actually reveal a winner.
Shit.
Who would you have said, by the way? Brum or the Dalek?
Brum. He's a car.
Would it be conceivable that the Dalek might shoot Brum? Or is that not part of the rules?
I mean, that's not in the rules.
It's not cricket.
But then again, we didn't have any rules, so I guess, yeah, we could have had that.
Well, the results are in, amigo. Drum roll, please. The winner of the poll, who would win in a race between Brum and a Dalek, is...
Yeah.
Brum.
Nailed it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Make of that.
You know why? Because I voted.
You fucking bastard.
Rigged it, mate.
Unbelievable.
It. I know, right? Should have put a bet on or something. I'd have fucking nailed it.
Bookies would have took that, definitely.
Yeah, exactly. Who's going to win this?
100%.
Who's going to win this? 100% Brum.
100% Brum. What are we going to play now, buddy?
I fancy a bit of Wild Pants, but if not, Pez, I don't mind. I mean, if you want, there's always Destiny if you want to. Do that.
I know it's there. Yeah. Well, you'll be pleased to hear that my MacBook continues to record at this moment in time.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Sorry about that last time, buddies.
Yeah, that was fun.
What a load of bullshit that was.
Yeah, I had to get the get it off the stream.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Didn't sound too terrible.
It was okay.
Yeah.
It was fine.
I've been keeping an eye on it this evening.
Good.
Yeah. Well, excellent. Thanks so much for listening, buddies. You can find us in various places. I suppose I should list them now. Should I do that?
Go for it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Firstly, our beautifully crafted, expertly designed website, which is www.thejfgpodcast.co.uk, buddies. You can head over there and perhaps grease our palms with wonderful, wonderful things like Street Beat related nonsense for us to read out on next week's show. That'd be lovely if you were to do that. We'd really appreciate it. We're also streaming every week, so you can see our podcast live if you want to do that. We're on 3 different sites for that. YouTube, one of them, where you find the JFG podcast. Twitch.tv/the JFG podcast and Mixer.com, aka fucking Beam.pro, buddy. A better name for it. There. If you want to listen to an episode from perhaps 50 to 100 to 200 to 300 weeks ago, then head over to soundcloud.com/justforgamers and you can do just that. It will never be updated. You can just listen to that one episode from years gone by for the rest of your life, and you'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy that as well. Come and join our community as well, buddies. You can see wonderful things there. You can get involved and see wonderful things like Mel's art and pictures of horses and other things as well. I actually uploaded some new videos to our YouTube this week, but I haven't got them on the community yet, but I will.
Nice.
And that'll be nice as well. Bit of a Thunder Bastard goal on the old Pez there, buddy.
Was beautiful.
Pretty special. Where else are we? I think that'll about do us, won't it?
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah. We are also actually on Google+.
Yeah.
If
that place.
That's how you choose to live your life. Thanks so much for listening, buddies. We will catch you next time. Until then, I've been Alex. He has been Ash.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. You've been listening to the JFG podcast with Ash and me, Alex. To find out more, head to www.justforgamers.co.uk, Facebook.com/the JFG podcast, or Twitter, where we are at the JFG podcast. Episodes go live every Sunday, and if you could pop onto iTunes and write us a quick review, we would love every inch of you, even if you got old and fat. Thanks so much for listening, and we will catch you next time.